Welcome to Femme and Fine. Welcome to Femme and Fine, Abby.
Welcome to Femme and Fine. And energy that.
Welcome to Femme and Fine, a page where every woman finds it at the right time. And if you're here, trust the process and let's begin. I want to talk about autopilot today, and I want you to sit down and listen. Every woman who finds Femme and Fine find it at the right time. And so if you're here, trust us and let's begin. I want to talk about autopilot today. And what I mean by autopilot is I want to ask you a question about autopilot. When was the last time you ever made a decision which is based on your own needs by yourself and solely because of your own benefits, not because of the society norms, not because you're under pressure, not because of your beliefs, not because of what people have been talking about around you, and not because of the society norms and whispers of people around you as you grow up. This may be due to the way you have been programmed, all the decisions you've been making. And I want you to really sit down and think about it. When have you ever made a decision for yourself only, due to what you want, and you have not been influenced by anyone? Autopilot is a type of program that's been imbibed in us due to our early stage. Psychologists say between the age of usually between the age of 2 to 7, we're like a sponge. We soaked everything in. The coping mechanism, our fears, and we start developing our own personalities due to experiences around us. And this is something that this program is still running some adults' life till today. So sometimes you just find out there's something missing, but you can't really pinpoint what exactly is missing. So you just continue doing what you know how to do best, doing what the society expects from you, putting on a mask that the society wants, putting on a brave face, even when you're dying inside, even when you don't want to be in that environment, even when you don't want to do that job, even when you don't want that course, you don't want to study that course, even when you believe there is more, there's a purpose for you in your life, but you just don't know how to do it or where to start. But because the society wants it, so you play along. If you are doing things like this, you're on autopilot, and there are many signs by which you can know that you're on autopilot. Trust me, I have experienced it. So things like being a people pleaser, when you please people even without thinking, when you edit your words because you want to tell them what they want to hear and not how they make you feel exactly. When you're always busy, always making sure you're on top of everything, especially as a woman, always making sure everything is perfect, everything doesn't fall back on you, and you try to micromanage everything, you multitask everything. You see people that rest, you see relaxing time as being lazy. You see it as something like, don't you have something better to do when you're supposed to give that your body rest? But you have been programmed that You need to stay on top of things. You need to smile. You need to make people around you feel comfortable, even when you are not. And so this means you are on autopilot. It's like doing things like a robot, like a machine. You've been programmed. So that's what you do, because that's the only thing you know how to do. You don't know anything else. These are the things that even before you know who you are, the society has given you a playbook that this is what is expected from you if you want to be part of us. And the greatest fear of most people is not having a sense of belonging, not belonging to anywhere. So you really want to belong to a tribe, you want to be part of something. You don't want to be an outcast. So you follow through and you do it with a smile on your face, even though you are dying inside. This is autopilot, and this is very, very bad for your health, very, very bad for you psychologically. And you just need to think about your life and think about your purpose. That is this truly what I want for myself? Is this enough for me? And what is this costing me? This is another reason why you see a lot of women today, a lot of them today, being unfulfilled, because they believe that something is lacking, and that thing that is lacking is no matter what happens, they just have to be with a man because that's their true purpose. And they have to, even if the person is not the right person. It's a good thing when you're with someone, a partner that cherish and loves and care for you. But most women don't even know that. They just say it, but that is not what they truly want. Push come to shove, they're going to take whatever is available for them. And this is so dangerous, and this is something that we need to be aware about so we can work on it. As a female, you need to know what you really, really want. You need to know your true self. Who are you? What are your wants? What are your needs? And are they truly yours? Not the voices of your parents while you're growing up, because some of us are still listening to the voices of people that brought us up. When we get to a particular situation, instead of us to sit down, weigh the pros and cons or analyze it, we just felt unsubconsciously, we just do what we have been taught or what we saw people around us doing while we were growing up. And so we believe that's the normal way. And yet, trust me, there's more to life than that. So these are ways. The first thing you need to do is to be in the present. If you want to get out of the program, the autopilot, you need to be in the present. You need to be self-aware. You need to know what is really, really going on around you. Know your feelings, know your emotions, know how you react, know your triggers. So it's something that's it's the ugly truth that you have to look at yourself in the mirror and see. And be prepared that whatever you see in the mirror, you'll be able to deal with it. Not shove it down into a box and keep somewhere. That is not going to work, because it's still going to come out like the Pandora box later. So we need to sit down and address such issues in ourselves, in the society, in our lives, to do better, to form new habits about ourselves. These are things that are important, and this will really help with our growth. Because on this journey, when you started doing it, you realize, oh, I've been living a lie. This is not who I am. When I was younger, when people ask me, what should I get for you? What do you like? I'll say anything. All because I've been programmed not to because once I start saying the things I want, I've been programmed to overthink it, that the person will be like, oh, what about if I can't afford that? What if I just ask her? She's not supposed to say all this. She's not supposed to say. I've been programmed to overthink it, which is not supposed to be. And now that I know better, you can't come and tell me what do you want me to get you? Okay, I'm going out. What can I get for you? I'll tell you the things I want shamelessly, because life is too short. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, and that is how I choose to live my life. That is what true femininity is, living in your true essence. And I think a lot of us, we really need to do that to feel more fulfilled and more beautiful. So to really help with your shift and to start to take the first step, what is really important is you need to start taking account, start taking data of your emotions, of your feeling, of the things you really want to do with your life, how you react in situations, how do you feel when something happened, how do you truly feel? Is there tightness in your chest? Is your hip more tighter? Are your thighs more grounded to the floor? Do you just react immediately without pausing and thinking? You start taking into account in a notebook if you really need to do that. Don't care about anybody. We're talking about yourself healing here. We're talking about you taking a journey to discover your new self. And so you really need to put in all the work, not going halfway, not starting and saying, okay, I didn't see any improvement. You need to start, take the first step and start working on it day by day. And before you know it, people around you may even be the first to notice that, oh, something, be prepared for such snide comments. Be prepared. It shows you're doing something right. So you continue. So before I come to the end of this video, if this video resonates with you, like, share and subscribe. On this page, we're going to be talking about healing, looking at the mirror, looking at what is on the mirror, checking what our flaws. That's what we are here for, to be a better person than we were yesterday. So it may really be an ugly work, but the purpose is to get to a better version of yourself, and I think that's the most important thing. And so we really need to work on that, and that is what we're going to be doing. Drop a comment below. Tell me the area of your life you feel you have been working on autopilot. I'll read every comment and I'll respond, and we're gonna talk about it and do better for ourselves. Take care of yourself out there. Bye.